just so I can comment under my Minecraft name. A whole email attached to it because it's like, how do I make a YouTube account without attaching it to my email? I made a new email.
Well,
Um,
I think there would have been ways where you could just like change your YouTube name because I was
yeah.
able to do that a couple of times.
Well, it's my personal like YouTube. I didn't realize you could put two channels on the same
Oh
email
yeah.
though, until
Oh wait,
after
what?
I made another email.
Wait, you're saying I could have had just one email all this time?
Yeah, but it's probably better to. Oh, the server needs updated.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fix right now. Skip for now.
Uh,
Wired
I'm just gonna go.
server. Okay. All right, Shockbite. What do I gotta do? Um,
How do I record my screen?
do you have
Just my
OBS?
screen. I did. Give me a second. I need to delete some
Okay.
things.
Vanilla.
I do not
Now we're
need.
in 1.21.7. Save
Do not need this.
changes. Okay.
Uh,
Is it gonna work this time?
I don't need puzzle
Do-do-do-do.
game either.
Can't connect to server. Do I need to reset the server? I probably need to reset. Okay. Restart the server. Here we go. Hello, everybody. My name is WiredZach.
OBS.
Welcome to me trying to figure stuff out with my
Mac.
uh half a gallon of sweet tea.
Am I on Apple or am I on Intel?
So what are you trying to figure out? Sorry.
Oh, to get the correct version. Am I? I don't know if my MacBook is Apple. It's an Apple M2, it appears. Yeah, Apple silicone. Okay.
Okay. Is it
It's
working?
re-downloading because I used to have OBS, but for some reason, every time I was getting like a call on my laptop, OBS wanted to be annoying.
Good lord, that's loud. Okay. Oh my god, creeper. Nope. 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 I'm in. I'm in. Okay. Uh, and it's raining.
Oh,
Okay. What's up,
what is
everybody?
doing
My
nothing?
name is WiredZach, and welcome back to another episode of Vanilla Reloaded.
Do I really need Zoom? Why
You
is
don't.
this here?
You don't need Zoom.
Why the heck do I have Zoom?
I don't know.
Why can't I delete Zoom?
So as of right now, recording this, I have 15.5 thousand views.
That's insane.
Thank you, Shorts, for
Yeah,
making
I
that
I think those
possible.
shorts are doing a lot.
So in between episodes, I kind of just planted a bunch of trees and oh crap, that's the wrong button. I also made a new skin, so it looks a little bit like me, a little bit. Just right now, I don't have the beard. Oh god, there's a creeper behind me.
Nolly, shut up. Kitty cat.
Okay, you stay over there. Don't turn around, creeper. You do not turn around as I'm moving closer. Oh, that's right. Daniel added a command that it won't blow up on a it won't blow up blocks. So in between episodes, I have cleared off like a good chunk of this mountain, and I'm not sure if you've been on the server since then, Mallory.
I don't
Um,
think
but
so. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna strangle you, little cat. Stop it.
that's
Also, I do not condone animal violence. That is just me getting mad at him.
no cats were harmed in this video. You're probably saying, Zach, what is this structure that I'm looking at right now, and why does it look hideous, and why are there trees growing inside of it? I have a method, and it's going to provide resources and the building blocks, so I don't have to break and build. So,
Zach, what did you do?
um, I I can explain it. I could just say it by one word, but
Hmm.
in my head, one of the enchantments um that's in this game, and it's insane to do, but it's a breed all 25 breeds of animals.
Yes.
So can you come up towards my house? And you'll definitely or like the outside house by like the whatever.
Oh yeah, give me a second. I got the weird. Oh, there you go. Ah, great, wonderful. Zach, what the heck is that?
You see it already, huh?
Yes, I see it already.
So come up here and I'll show you. What if we make like a little barn slash zoo?
You like my new skin?
I like your skin.
Yeah.
And then there's me in my suit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Something was going on the bottom of my like my experience bar thing or whatever. It was like which
Uh-oh.
I was like, okay. So what I have right here is a possible of 25 plots. And the reason why, Zach, why are there so many trees in the middle of this barn?
Yeah.
Um, I got tired of breaking down blocks and placing those same blocks down, so I planted trees where I was going to put that exact wood at, and it would grow, but also would give me resources if there were too many pieces of wood.
Like these.
Correct.
Also, I have a question. Is there like something wrong with the roof of the stable, or is that supposed to be how it looks?
That's how it looks.
It's very interesting.
It is. I was like, whenever, the more I look at it, I'm like, what is going on here?
I know, I'm like really tempted to just go up to it and
Go
like
for it.
add a couple things to make it look okay, because it scares me.
Like, go for it.
Yeah.
Like, and what is like how it's said is that no monsters are going to spawn on top of that, or mobs.
Yeah, I
Monsters.
was just gonna add a couple stairs in certain places because I was like,
Monsters.
it
What
looks
am
a
I, a
little.
noob? I'm glad you weren't here with me whenever I was like trying to plan the layout of this. I was just like, okay, oh god, math, and I was like doing the perimeter first, and I was not wanting to do the insides first and then do the perimeter, and I'm like, oh god, I'm just being stupid. I think one of the other things I want to kind of build is like a giant like furnace.
Oh, interesting.
Have you seen those?
Like auto smelters? I have one in
Like,
my house.
oh, in this world house?
Yeah, I added
What?
one. Yeah.
Nice.
It's not like a super smelter, but it gets the job done.
Like that's what I was thinking is like a giant super smelter.
Yeah, I could work on one because I know a little bit of the redstone behind it.
Okay.
It's not like
I've never built
super
one.
duper redstoney. Yeah, they're not super redstoney. Like you don't need to know like
Right.
a
It's
billion things.
all I know it includes like railroads and or like the
Yeah,
um
hoppers, railroads,
hoppers, railroads, the
and chests,
hopper uh
minecarts.
minecart.
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. Nothing insane, I might say.
What is your favorite movie?
What is my favorite? What?
Yeah, favorite movie.
My favorite movie?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
Like
not sure.
I realize I'm like there's a lot of silence that happen in here and I'm like I think the video can go like smoothly with very minimal cuts because that's what I get tired of is like cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting
Yeah, yeah.
editing
I understand that.
because I think the last video it took
Um,
me like 3 hours to edit at
I don't
least.
know what my favorite. I mean, I know that.
We
one of
gotta
my
make this
favorite
into a
movies.
podcast.
I have two very up there favorite movies, and it would be A Walk to Remember and Top Gun Maverick.
Ooh, Top Gun. I haven't seen Top
Yeah.
Gun Maverick yet.
Yeah, Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick are pretty good. I definitely really like Maverick. That one's a I just the storyline is pretty nice.
Okay. Let's
Keeps
see.
you engaged. That's something to talk about. Why the heck can I build 3 blocks? Like I can reach 3 blocks in
Oh,
Bedrock, but Java doesn't let you do that.
so like I noticed in like building. Hold on, let me get my drink of from my gallon right here. Good old Milo's 0 calorie sweet tea. And sugar
Oh my
free.
gosh, I love that stuff.
I love it too. Um,
That's my favorite one.
I noticed that like you could, if you're looking up, you can break or place blocks for 4. But if you're looking
Yeah.
down, you can only do 3. And I think it's because
Well, I can't. Right now, I can't even build 3 blocks.
what?
Yeah, so in survival mode, on Java Edition at least, you can reach 2 blocks down.
Huh?
I mean, maybe if I crouch. Okay, yeah, if you crouch, you can reach 3. But just normally, no, you have to be crouching.
Ooh. You know this is probably gonna uh make me hungry again, but heck, I had a half pound burger for lunch. That was made with grass fed beef. So I'm trying to eat healthier. As of this morning, I dropped 5 pounds. So I'm like, yes.
Oh, sick.
I'm trying to lose like 30 pounds in just like a couple of months, so I'm like dying. Oh crap. So also in between episodes, I forgot about this. Um, there was a pillager that came to our area, and I
Oh,
was
ew.
and I thought I hit record, but I did not record. I killed a couple of pillagers, got their banner, got the got an achievement of um using my shield to block their arrows, and killing the pillager.
Yeah.
We could talk about like crazy like food stories or whatever.
Oh, uh, I have an idea.
Oh
So I've been playing this video game recently. I don't know if you've seen it, but I've been getting a lot of videos of it on like TikTok.
yeah.
Uh, it's a dating sim game, but I started playing it because it looked really interesting and kind of cringy, and honestly, wasn't disappointed. Yeah, it's hilariously cringy, but
What is it called?
it's called Date Everything.
I think I've seen it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and the name doesn't lie to you. You do indeed date everything.
Huh.
Uh, my so like I won't like spoil anything like that, but just like the gist of it is that like you were working for a company, uh,
Oh.
and then you got replaced by AI, but you're not like fully fired from the company yet, and so you then some random dude like contacts you and it's like, hey, I'm sending you a package, and you get glasses in the mail from this random dude, and uh, they allow you to interact with inanimate objects and essentially date them.
So dating everything.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. Uh, Currently, my favorite character, or at least one of them. Let's see two of my favorite characters. One of them is sports equipment, just just straight up like athletic equipment. His name is Dunk. I'm not
Huh.
gonna say his last name in fear of you getting demonetized in case YouTube doesn't understand that it's a badminton reference. Uh, my other is a D20 voiced by Matt Mercer
Huh.
named Chance. Yeah. So those are my like two favorite characters. But sadly today while I was playing, the game kicked me out and I lost all of my progress because it was like
No.
files got completely kaputted and I was like, "What do you mean? No!"
What do you
So,
mean it just completed?
yeah, I had talked to like 80 out of 100 of the objects and I was like, what do you mean? I have to start over?" So yeah, I had to completely start over. So
Oh
I
my
just
god.
been like zooming through dialogue trying to get all the objects back, but I like lost the motivation. I was like, "No,
Hmm.
please." So,
Um.
a little
Oh
sad
god.
about that.
I was playing Subnautica a couple of years ago,
Uh,
just for fun, and I think I put in like
shoot.
10 hours, and I did not save during those 10 hours. And if you know
Hmm.
Subnautica, Subnautica's like Minecraft. 10 hours is a lot of progress.
Yeah. So yeah, I
I
spent
did
like
not save.
the whole day
Oh,
on that game yesterday, and I lost so much progress.
sad days. I've never had Fogo de Chao. The only one I've been to, and I don't care if like this is like area related because like I don't live in Albuquerque, but in Albuquerque like there's
Yeah.
not Fogo de Bepos. That's the Italian restaurant, which that's so good. Um, but in Albuquerque, Tucanos.
Yeah.
I love Tucanos. If you chat, if you don't know what Tucanos is, it's a Brazilian style restaurant or barbecue, a Brazilian barbecue restaurant. And to me, it's one of my favorite places to eat. The first time I went there, it was like at the end of COVID, and what it, I remember one of my professors on this tour was like saying, "Don't don't ever say no." And I was like, "Okay, got it." That was the best advice I ever gotten from that professor. Granted, I got so much
Nice.
advice from that professor.
Yeah. Um. Crap. No. Why does this do this to me? I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best. Because I'll just build back up with those. I feel like that I've gotten good advice from people, but I also just like don't ever remember what anyone ever tells me. So
Like
I got yeah,
I listen to good advice, and then I'm like, do I want to take it or do I want to leave it? And like half the time I take it, but that was like one of the half times I was like, oh, I'm definitely taking this advice.
yeah. All right, cool. Okay, I think that's yeah, that's the towers.
The towers. I am
Yeah,
curious of what you're making, but I guess we'll
it's from my
kind of
house if you want to see.
like show each other the final product for each other after like we get done with our projects, maybe.
Yeah,
Because like now I just have to like put up walls and fences and a roof, and I know one of like a couple of the um I'm just gonna say cages for now because I can't think of another word. Um I'm gonna have to like make it out of glass because it needs to be like water related, like for the
hmm.
axolotls and turtles, and one lava for the strider. which I didn't know you can breed Striders. Like
Yeah, so Striders are so interesting.
they are, but
'Cause I knew you could breed them, the mushrooms, because of like there being a baby variant of them. It's still
okay.
like crazy.
Oh, thank God for my parkour skills. We got to do a parkour map.
Oh, I suck at parkour.
I love it, but I also suck at it.
Especially I
See,
haven't even tried to do like parkour
oh crap.
on Java Edition. I know I would fail, but
Like while you think about that, I think one of my favorite memories of like me trying like foods was it was like one of the times, one of the two times. No, 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 not in Europe. It was the one time I went to New York, and
huh.
it was Katz's Deli, and I love pastrami, but I've never had Katz's pastrami before since I've never been to New York, and I've never had like homemade pastrami either.
Yeah.
So like I've seen Katz's Deli on like movies like When Harry Met Sally is the most famous one,
Yeah.
and like it was there was so much like pastrami on there that it was like in my head I was just like okay um I was just like this is probably not going to be a big sandwich, like knowing New York prices this is probably going to be like an abnormally huge sandwich. I went okay,
Yeah.
we'll just try it. Why did I make it? Why did I add those blocks on there? And so I was just like okay, this is going to be a small sandwich and I'm probably going to need a side with it. So I order a side of fries, and the fries that they have are wedges, if I
Hmm.
remember correctly. I have a picture of it somewhere, which I'll have up on the YouTube channel if I can find it. Oh God, I don't want to look at this Enderman this time, um, because I'm nowhere near water this time. Where was I? Oh yeah, and I ordered the sandwich, and they get it out quickly, especially like since at the time they had like this really long line. Maycats rest in peace. They are. I looks like they shut down. Or no, one of my New York friends told me they shut down recently, permanently, which I was so sad. But
Oh.
I hear. Ha! You missed again. Ow! You didn't miss that time.
You talking to
A
like a
skeleton.
skeleton?
Yes. There we go. I got him. Um, and so I got this plate of food, and I ordered
Hmm.
the sandwich, which already came with like a side of pickles. Like not a pickle, a side of pickles. And I think came in like something else. It came with something else, and it came on rye
Oh my
bread, which
gosh.
rye bread is like my favorite bread for like pastrami sandwiches
Yeah.
or Reubens. But I just got a pastrami sandwich, not a Reuben. And this plate of food comes up, and I was just astonished of how big it was. And I was like, this sandwich is at least a pound by itself. And then I look over to my right, and I see this huge plate of fries. Like those like um trays, food trays that you get at like buffets or whatever.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but with like three plates, but you could not see the tray.
Oh my word.
I got that for like $20,
That's insane.
and I was like, oh my God. And so I had some spicy brown mustard, which I will always have spicy brown for my pastrami sandwiches. And I was like, okay, I gotta try it without the mustard first. And I took a bite of it, and I went, you don't even need the mustard because it tastes so good.
That's insane.
And that was like the only chance I had of Castaselli. Oh, I hear you, cat.
Yeah, he's being annoying right now.
um, but that was like one of the only like things I wish I had like a forever memory of. Well, I have a
Hmm.
memory of, but if they were still open, I wish I would always have that chance to go try it and eat more of.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make a wooden pick. Actually, I can make a stone pickaxe to finish this.
Oh, hi, creeper, who is wandering below me.
I don't want to let my cat out of my room yet because earlier he had a giant spider that I saw,
Oh crap.
and I I didn't want I had to spray like spider killer. I did not want to poison my cat with it. So, oh,
Okay.
something's off here. Did I mess this up?
But like, do you have any memories of like either like really bad food service or like something that was just like
Oh,
only like
there's this
like
one
this is like
diner in a
okay,
really small town. I'm not gonna say what town. Uh, but
I understand.
it, my family stopped there. While we were traveling one time.
Hmm.
In between towns, and it was just horrible. Like even for like diner food, it sucked. I
Really?
Yeah.
What do they serve?
But like we got breakfast because I was like, oh well, how hard is it to mess up breakfast? You can't really.
Right?
But they messed up breakfast.
How?
Yeah, it sucked. It, the eggs were nasty.
Ooh. That
Uh,
kind of sounds like Waffle House. Not gonna lie.
I've never been to a Waffle House
What?
actually.
You've never?
Nope, never. Crazy, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Fun fact. What the heck?
Huh.
Why is this got to be like this? I feel like I always try to tip like at least like like the normal like what is it like 10% or whatever it is.
I think it's like
Uh
20%.
10 or 15 I'm not well
20 for
I think
really good
tax is
service.
20%.
20 for really
But yeah,
good
I think
service and
that like
15 for like normal service.
yeah, so like the standard is usually like 10 or 15. So I always try to like tip at least that much, but if they do like they are like super personable and like really awesome, a little bit more than but I always try to tip because it's like that's where most of their income comes
Yeah.
from. Especially having like a family member that works
Oh, in
in the
food
food
service.
service industry. Yeah. So I know that that's where like much of like their income comes from
Right.
those tips.
Right.
So yeah, I always just try to think about that and
Any crazy travel stories?
Yes, actually, literally. Uh, so May, I don't know. We left on like what was that? Like the 20. We left on the 23rd.
Okay.
Uh, for a road trip. So nothing crazy, nothing.
Right.
You know, just a road trip that would be 20 something hours
Okay.
if you did it all at once. But we drove to Oklahoma first
Okay.
and stayed in Oklahoma for 2 nights, I think it was. It was 2 nights, yeah. We stayed in Oklahoma for 2 nights, and then we left Oklahoma and we're driving up to Ohio. And the craziest thing. We were driving a rental car and the car started shaking
Okay.
like bad.
Ooh.
Like it wasn't we thought it was the road at first. It was not the road. So we called the rental company and we're like, "Hey, this is happening." And they were like, "Oh, okay, get to the nearest airport," which happened to be like the St. Louis airport, which was still like an hour and a half away.
Okay.
Uh so we were, driving this car that was essentially dying. Uh and we got to the rental place. At first, we thought it was just like something with like Driveline or who knows like what it was. But then when we got to the rental place, and like stopped there, the car was still shaking while it was parked.
Oh.
Uh, so oh sorry, I placed a block wrong. Um, so my dad thought it was that the car dropped like a whole cylinder. Uh, then we got a new car.
Okay.
We swapped out real quickly, took everything that was in the car out, 5 people worth of luggage. So, yeah.
Ooh. Does not sound
Uh,
fun.
there was only one car that would fit all of our stuff. But in the end, it worked out. I mean, we made it. No one died. Ooh, I don't know what color roof to put on this. That's not the direction that block was supposed to go.
I'm curious of what you're building over there, but I kind of want to see it like when it's all done and over with.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting there, so.
I just need to put up the wall.
Oh,
I need to put up the walls and put up a roof, but I gotta get wood before I can do
I
that
don't actually know
and finish putting up fences.
how I feel about those.
One of my crazy travel stories. I was on the way back. I was in a. You know that I was in London and Paris last summer.
Yeah.
So we get up there. Everything is all perfectly fine. Everything's all great,
Yeah.
and nothing really happened for a good chunk of the trip. And we were in London. We went to we stopped at King's Cross to see like uh, the 9 3/4 for Harry Potter deal, and which was really cool, especially for like being a Harry Potter fan. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not a nerd. I can't tell you everything about Harry Potter,
But yeah,
but
I love Harry Potter, so I'll
we
be
got
the nerd.
we got to see the 9 3/4 deal and
Heck
for the
yeah.
station. and we took the Eurostar over to Paris. And I guess the day that we were going to Paris was the day that um like this was a performance tour, so we had like all these choirs with us, and
Yeah.
we're all together and this very same day, and we didn't know about this until the next day that our location in Rouen, that
Hmm.
cathedral, which is also called Notre Dame, um, the spire caught on fire, just like the Notre Dame in Paris,
Oh,
and we were like,
that's lovely.
and this is like the day before we performed, and we were like, excuse
Ooh.
me, what?
Yeah, that's not fun.
And like we didn't find this out until we were driving over to Rouen, and we were just like, are you kidding me? I was like, no, this happened.
That's insane.
So
Oh,
we
that's the
performed,
wrong way.
like it was still open. They nothing like terrible happened, luckily, and
Good, good.
like it was just the spire, and they had to you could see a giant band-aid on it. But it
Wrong
was a
way of
small
putting it.
fire, and they got rid of it pretty quickly. So our trip to Paris was perfectly fine. We went to go to the Louvre, which is where the Mona Lisa is at,
Yeah.
and that is like one of those museums that you have to take like at least 3 days to travel completely
Yeah.
because it's just that big. And that was fine. That night is kind of the beginning of the problems. That night we we got dropped off by our coach, which is like our form of buses here in the states, and our bus driver was like, "Nope, nope, nope, nope. I ain't driving you anymore." And we're like, "But we contracted you to drive for like I think we contracted them to like drive for like 20 hours, and we used like 15."
Okay.
And our tour guide is like, "No, no, 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 no." And like I can understand the conversation somewhat, even though it was even though it was happening in French,
Yeah.
and we find out when we were in this in La Madeleine, which is one of the nice churches in Paris, and that is where oh crap, trying to think of the composer.
Yeah.
Mm, crap, I'll think of the composer. But they we find out after the concert that we don't have a bus driver anymore, and we're like, what? And we're supposed to catch a boat ride on the river by the Eiffel Tower,
Yeah.
and we had like 30 minutes to get there, and this is on the other side of the city. We were running on there as they were pulling out,
Oh
and like we took
my
the
word.
we took the tube, which is our version of the subway,
Yeah. Like the
and
metro.
yes, and we rushed over there. Our tour guide was like, "Go, go, go, go!" And we're like, "Ah!"
Yeah, that's funny.
And
That's crazy.
we're running, and you don't see me running because one, I got flat feet. I can't run, literally, and I'm running, and I'm like, "Oh God!" And I'm also wearing dress shoes, so my feet
Yeah.
already hurt from a whole day of walking, and Oh my god. We get onto this boat ride, and we're just now relaxed. The only thing that was missing was like probably a glass of champagne or something. But it was just like a nice boat ride at 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we get off the boat ride and we take the tube back to our hotel. And
Why did the bus driver like ditch y'all?
I don't know. No, we didn't take the tube. There was a the bus that was there that that was
Huh.
available had enough room to fit the rest of us in. And we were like,
I'm so
thank
confused
God. So there's
why the
two.
bus driver just decided to dip on y'all.
Like he didn't want to do his job, which was kind of
Jerk.
surprising. But oh well.
I know, what the heck?
So that's not the end of the
Uh,
nightmarish stories. um,
oh. I feel like traveling to other countries is always just
it's not
pure chaos.
it's not bad. Like there are some chaotic moments, yes, but it's so fun and it's so worth it. The next day, and this is a moment where I only got 30 minutes of sleep from the night of the boat ride to the day that we're flying out. So
Hmm.
I'm like, I'm going in or all out. Like, oh well, because I wanted to wake up at 5 or like 4 because we were gonna have to leave the hotel at 6
Yeah.
just to get to the airport. And we didn't get back to the hotel until about 12. And I was collecting all the tip money because I was tasked to like collect all the tip money for our tour guides, and so I'm like, give me the tips, give me the tips. So I stayed up and until about like 1:30, and then I started packing what I had left and trying to fit everything into this one suitcase. And like by this time it's like 2:30, and I went, okay, might as well just stay up. Like I'm gonna have to get up at 4 anyways. Oh well. And I did the horrible thing of I laid down. And the second I
Oh,
laid down, next thing I know, it was 4:30, and I went, okay, it's time to move. And so I'm
that's crazy.
like, I took a quick shower and I packed the rest of my belongings. And I get down and I start eating breakfast. We load up onto this uh bus that would take us to the airport,
Huh.
and we get up to the airport. Our first group, which is so weird because we had one group who lives in the town over. I'm not gonna say where we
Hmm.
are because of purposes. Um, and their community choir. What is? So we get up to the airport, and we're trying to get this one choir that, this one community choir from the town over to get into, to get checked in and get their boarding passes. And
Yeah.
they're in Terminal One. My group is in Terminal Two, and at this point, I became the leader of this group. I was the leader, like getting onto the plane to London, and then now I'm back
Zach,
to
did you
being.
start a cult?
No, 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 no. I did not. They were just like, Zach, you're the director's employee. You gotta do your job,
Oh
please.
my
And
gosh.
I
If
went, okay.
someone looked at me and was like, "You're the director's employee. Lead us through this."
And they were like,
Uh,
lead us out of this airport. And I went, I've never been to this airport
I
before, but okay.
yeah, I'd be like, heck no."
Um. So and I'm just like, everybody's like, can you tell him to hurry up? And I went, I can't do anything. And it's like, he's the only like person that is from this organization that we're a part of that can fix whatever's happening. So like we
Huh.
stood there for an hour getting this group checked in, and it was like something weird was happening. And they got checked in. Then we're having to go to Terminal 2, which is like a 10-minute like walk and tram. And this is like, I think at this point this is like 10 o'clock and our flight is at noon. And we're like, okay, we got time. Oh crap, I did not bring. I can worry about that later. Um, where was I? So we get up to the area where we can get our boarding passes at, and we did that, and
Hmm.
then we had one person. I'm not gonna say who they are, but they were part of the trip, and they went in the bathroom, and we're like, okay, just hurry. I said that, and the tour guide said that,
They take
and
forever.
oh, just wait. um, about like 30 minutes later. Oh no,
Oh,
it didn't take like 30 minutes, but it was like 10 minutes later after they went in the bathroom. And granted, the bathroom was somewhat being used by other people, so like, okay, maybe. But we had somebody go in there like 5 minutes after they went in, and they came out within like 2 minutes. So we're like, what is
yeah.
going on? You want to give any guesses what they were doing?
Watching TikToks.
No, they were not in a stall at all. What is
Taking selfies.
they were putting on makeup?
Oh, in an airport?
Yes, right before a 10-hour flight.
Who the heck does that? My gosh.
We were all pissed off, and they were like, "I'm sorry, I just wanted to put on some makeup before this 10-hour flight." And we were all like, "Who are you trying to impress on a plane? Most of these
For
people are
real.
probably married
That's so real.
or too old for
None of these. They waiting for that airport romance. That's what that is.
you."
You know,
Yeah.
stuff in like books. Book talk girly right there.
So at this point, we have an hour and a half to get onto this plane.
Hmm.
We have yet to go through TSA.
Oh, and TSA can be a toss up.
And also, this is 2 weeks before the Olympics. Imagine the chaos in that airport. We have this huge room, and it's like this long line. And we started to like time how long each row of this line took, and we're like, okay, do we need to like start pushing and asking to get up front? And we're like, okay, each row takes like 3 minutes. And how many rows are there? There are like um enough for like 40 minutes.
Was this in a different town?
This is still in Paris.
Oh, this is
Like
in
this is
Paris.
this
Okay.
is the airport coming back to the United States.
Oh, okay. Cause I was like, I was like,
Yeah.
I was just be
Um,
like, knowing where.
and I get to TSA, and I have a bottle of melatonin, which I thought about taking right before going on the plane, but I was like, no, I gotta rough dog it because if I sleep on the plane, my sleep schedule is not going to be normal when I get back to the states. So I was like, I'm just gonna rough
Yeah.
dog it. So I had this bottle of melatonin in my carry-on bag, and that they were
Uh
gonna
huh.
go through, and they pulled it out, and they really don't know what melatonin is.
Do people not in Paris not know what melatonin is?
Not everybody, and like
Oh my gosh,
it's
they were
understandable
on
because it's
drugs.
not melatonin is so they do have sleeping pills, but it's not called melatonin. Melatonin sounds like some kind of like
Yeah, that sounds
some
like
kind
some
of
like
hardcore drug.
weird, yeah, controlled substance.
And so they pulled
Oh
this
my
bottle.
gosh.
They pulled this bottle of melatonin out, and I still have it. It's in my backpack still. And they pulled it out, and they were
Oh
like,
my god.
that was about to be German. Um, God, I could do a good German accent, but
You cannot have this in your
w-
carry-on.
what is this? What is this? And I'm like, that's melatonin. What is this? What does it do? And I'm like, sleep. And they're like, speak French. And I'm like, And so I put my two hands on the side, acting like I was sleeping. They were like, I'm watching you. And I'm like,
They're like, did not speak the English. I can't remember how you say English in French because I
uh,
know a tiny, tiny itty bitty bit of French.
I like,
Very small,
I know a
minuscule.
little bit of French as well. Thank God. Um, Crap, I need to break that one cobblestone, but I'm not gonna worry about it yet. I made way too much wood, but actually no.
Once again, very minuscule, very little. Uh, Probably sound real American when I speak it.
Like I could do a little bit. I just got called to do to be part of a French opera, and French is not my language to sing
Oh
in.
yeah,
I
you have that upper hand of diction.
French
Is that
French
what it's
diction
called?
is hard.
Diction.
You're correct.
Well, yeah, but you still have the upper hand of knowing diction. I
Right.
was using an online app to learn French in high
Oh,
school.
Duolingo.
At the time, yeah, but there was other things too. I can't remember them.
I get through TSA. I'm the last person to get through TSA.
Mhm.
We're 30 minutes away from boarding the plane. Boarding is already occurring at this moment, and it's a 30
Yeah,
minute walk to get to the plane. So I'm like
a big
doing
airport.
I'm doing the speed. It's a big airport, really big. Especially like Paris is a major city in the world.
Yeah,
Like have you been to
tourist
like J
attraction.
have you been to like JFK in New York, that airport?
Oh
Or have you been to
no,
DFW? Because
I've been to DFW.
DFW is like slightly smaller.
Yeah, I've been to DFW.
So imagine DFW but slightly bigger.
Oh word.
And so I'm like rushing through here, and we're finally at to um, the passport station,
Yeah,
and this line's kind of decently long, but it's like not super long, luckily.
yeah.
But I'm like halfway through it, and I'm looking at the time. There's like maybe 10 minutes,
Gosh.
and they start calling um, Dallas Fort Worth, and I'm like, ma'am, I'm supposed to be on that plane right now, and they were like, oh, why are you late? Okay, come on, come on, come on, and it was like, I'm like, I'm getting special treatment now.
Yeah.
So like I'm cutting all these people in line, and they were like nobody had an issue with it. And I get behind this like teenage boy or teenager Chinese boy who like spoke English really well. I was not worried about like talking to him at all.
That's good.
And I was like, "Sir, can I cut in front of you? I'm supposed to be on this plane in like 4 minutes." And they're like, "Oh, yes, yes, you may." And like it was still broken English, but like
But well enough.
understanding each other, we were like, um,
Panic.
like the panic. Ah! Um, so I'm in here, and this part takes like 2 minutes. I don't know why it took 2 minutes. Um, and they were like, okay, look at the camera. We're looking at the passport, and they were like, what's different about you? And I went, the beard, the glasses. I'm fatter, and they went, okay, we understand now. And I get through that. They stamped it, and I'm through.
Yeah.
The gate is the very last one, and I got 2 minutes to get there. And normally it's a 6 minute walk. Can you imagine me with a giant backpack that weighs probably about 30 pounds at this point, running?
Oh my word.
Like, I was, like, rushing. And
Imagine you like sprinting down this random airport in
I was.
France.
And they were literally shutting the door. And I was like, Monsieur, Monsieur, Monsieur.
That's funny. They were probably like, "Oh, lovely. Look at this American."
And they were like, get in here. Like one of them was American, and they were like, get in there right now. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And I was the last person to board the plane.
That's insane.
And I was like, oh my god. And as soon as I sat down, the plane started moving. And I went, oh my god. We got through it. And
Yeah, you got really lucky with that.
I was like, I'm not gonna be mad if I say another day in Spain. Or that's not Spain. God. In Paris. I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad. Like, we'll get it figured out.
Yeah, that's insane.
we
I
land
need.
we landed in Dallas and we're in customs, and I immediately get hit with vertigo as soon as I set foot in the DFW building.
Oh.
And I had it until I woke up the next day,
That's really unfortunate.
which was like another 20 hours.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not fun.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Now we gotta build a roadway up to the frickin' um
Yeah.
petting zoo.
True. I can do that real quick since I'm in creative mode already.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
Even though I definitely have not been watching you build this for the last however long.
Yeah, right.
Well, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button down below, and hit the little push notification bell, subscribe, share this with your friends and whoever you want to share this with. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!